Let's sweep away Standard Hearthstone with OTK Thief Priest. Now, the idea behind this deck is we're winning two ways. The first way is going to be through a OTK package of Shadow Embraces ×2, plus Tyrande, which will double each of the Shadow Embrace, and Atesh. This will do 32 points of damage. However, because we are using the Thief package, we are also going to be copying whatever our opponent might be playing, and we can just win through our opponent's win condition instead. This is probably how you're going to win in most games, but the other potential is pretty strong if you can survive into that late game. Now for the lane guide, it is a little bit complicated with this deck. Cards that are in these first 20 that you're looking for are going to be Intertwined Fate, Minesweeper, or Medivh's Triumph. Outside of this, basically you're looking for any card that helps you fulfill whatever win condition your opponent is playing. So the Souls cards versus Souls Demon Hunter and similar stuff. You just need to know the meta to know exactly what to mulligan for. Now, with that all being said, let's look at some games. Okay, yeah, I'll do it after this game. Just because I need to remember how to set it all up. But yeah, I'll do it after this game, you know. Because I don't want to put in case this is a game that makes it into a final video, I don't want to put a cat picture in the front or like in the middle of it. This scares me so much that it's in their deck. Okay, we'll grab Underking. I have a sneaking suspicion we might be able to. That's also another problem. Like, it feels like the only decent priest deck. I should have grabbed the POWAAH so I could refresh the 2 mana crystals. It just depends on what games I decide to put in the final video or not. Because I'll be making a video of this for Sunday, I think. I try my hardest to make like any stream into a video. There's a few times where it hasn't happened, but for the most part, I do 3 major uploads on YouTube each week, or full-length video uploads a week, and then I do 3 streams, which basically gives me 1 stream per. It's usually, it depends on like how far ahead I am, but usually it is I test something off stream, and then a tiny bit, just to get the feel of the deck, or if I want to do it, and then I stream it, and then I upload it usually the next day, is usually the workflow that I do. And usually what I do is I try to make sure I do at least 20 games per deck, so I can get actual like decent footage. But sometimes I'll go over the 20 games because like, you know, sometimes you need some game or decks are not designed in a way where they're going to get it within 20 games, right? And sometimes I test stuff like multiple times, like if there's a balance patch and then I go back to it. This is a good example of this, right? This was a deck that I was going to upload before, but then I ended up doing the Archmage Priest list instead. But yeah, I try to be like 1 video ahead of schedule. And that's where I am right now. No, I don't. I upload probably it's usually the best 2 to 3 games per deck. And then I do a little overview of like my win rate and such as like my final thoughts. And then I do an intro where it's like introducing the deck and then being like, here's the mulligan guide, you know. If I uploaded every video or like every game, I guess I could do it like daily. But like, I don't Unless your name is Kibble, I don't think I've ever seen someone successfully run a YouTube channel where they upload the same deck multiple days in a row. So I just don't even attempt to do it, is the truth. Actually, it's usually the best 2 games, and then, like, if there was a game that was, like, borderline, sometimes that gets turned into a short, sometimes it doesn't. Depends on how I'm feeling. I mean, if we had... Wait, actually, never mind. I just looked at my hand. I was like, if only we had... Never mind. I completely blanked. I was like, man, if only we still had the AoE. But we can just Medivh and attach this, I think. I mean, we're burning a card, which sucks.
Too many cards.
It depends. I don't know. It's a personal preference, I think, a lot of the cases. I don't know many people who upload, like, every single game that they play with a deck. I think that's a lot less common than you think it is. Unless they're only playing a game for, like, 3 or 4 games, you know? I have the time to do it, so I do it, you know? Okay, so what are we doing here? We'll set everything. I kind of want to do this, but I also kind of want to do this. I think we set everything on attack.
Feed my children.
Elune, bring guidance.
Coin into hero power into protection. I'm trying to get this on. Oh, it is online. You know, good to know. Yeah. Well, also, I looking at your channel, I would try to make thumbnails, like actual thumbnails. I think that would definitely help you out a lot.
I remember this place well.
Instead of just a screenshot from the video. The first few ones that I did definitely were, but as I made them or over the course of time, it got easier and easier and easier for me to do it. Yeah, Canva is a good resource if you're just starting out. That is something that I would recommend trying out, is Canva.
I've seen the end.
Yeah. I use Clip Studio Paint, but that's also... I go a little bit more in detail with my thumbnails than you probably need to, you know? Okay, charge on a big minion would be funny, but that's okay. Oh, I guess these are all dragons, so sure, why not?
Begone, dark influence. Surrender your thoughts.
Yeah, Canva's good. There's also, if you're looking for a way to test, like, titles and to see, like, how they are, there's a thumbnail. Let me pull it up and just link it in the chat. This is really good to, like, see how a thumbnail looks like. Like, that's the resource I use the most, truth be told. And it also lets you look at, like, titles and how they'll look, like, on on different segments of YouTube. That's my, like, secret sauce there. Not really that much of a secret. I know quite a few people also use it. Yes! They drug out the Viper! Oh! We're A-okay. We might actually have this. Wait, hold. Thumbs ups for, like, it lets you look at how a title will look on the side or how a thumbnail will look on the side of, or like in different segments of YouTube when you're like scrolling or would be scrolling, you know? Okay. Let's... Sure. It's just an extra resource that I sometimes like to use. That was not the hit that I wanted, but that's okay. Oh, this is going to default to... Oh, that could be bad. Oh, they had an ARP! Why are you running 2 Vipers? Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm always willing to try to help people out when they ask for like resources to use and such. Yeah. Try to be. Also, thanks for the follow. There's no reason to hide any details, you know. Like, I get some people are like, everyone who uploads is technically your competition, which is true, but like, how much is that going to matter in the long run, truth be told? Usually not that much.
The true prison is the mind.
I still can't believe they had 2 Vipers out of all the things to have 2 of. Well, this is never going to be online because we'll never have less cards than them. Yeah. Like, it just hurts you if you view everyone as your competition. Trying to build, like, connections is another, like, good resource, too. Which I know I suck at. It is probably the thing that I suck the most at when it comes to content creation. I don't have the social battery to try to make a lot of connections with people. Okay. The good news is we can probably get a rune from our deck.
We cannot yield while nature endures.
Oh. I'm definitely very pessimistic in general. I just don't let it interfere with, like, me making content, because this is, like, my escape from being pessimistic. Like, as much as... I'm just being straight up honest. Like, there are times where I'm extremely pessimistic, and I'm trying my hardest to get out of those habits. I should have done that first. Oh well, it is what it is. I think we have lethal no matter what next turn, though. Yeah, it's very easy to get pessimistic, especially when you're playing a card game. I don't know. I like doing weird and wacky decks, so, like, if I get pessimistic over every little game, I'm not going to have any fun, and there's no point in me making content, you know? We have game, I think.
Too many cards.
Do that.
Let me tell you what I did.
I'm not going to do that first. We'll do this one first, and this. And that. That's all we needed. Okay, cat pictures. Let me figure out how to do this real quick. Okay, like I get like keeping both quests is probably not the way we should do this, but like this is so funny that I kind of want to do this. Yeah. They are kind of derpy looking. They look like a house elf from
Job's done.
Harry Potter. That's also true. Wait, I can't have two quests. Why can't I do both? Excuse me? I'm pretty sure you can have two quests up at the same time.
Eat up, little one.
I mean, it doesn't really matter, but... Excuse me? I could have sworn you could have multiple quests up. Okay, we'll grab this. Also, dating is hard if you don't care. I've mentally gotten to the point where I just don't really care too much. I am annoyed that we weren't able to put both quests down. That's the entire reason I kept both quests. Because I thought if it wasn't the same quest... I have their quest up, which is funny because we can, like, finish their quest before they can finish it, and then we'll win that way, but, like, I would have preferred to be able to have both of them. Okay, slam this down. Get rid of the bigger minion, slam this down. And all we're missing is a 5... The game's just like, so I know you made the mistake of wanting to finish their quest before they could finish it. Out of all the cards they could have gotten there. It's okay. We got the quest complete, and now we can play our own quest. This is so dumb. Like, it's like, oh yeah, we completed their quest before we completed our own quest. Actually, maybe that was the play, because, like, now we have it complete. I mean, they're close to having it complete, too. They need a 1 cost. But we can slam down Shock and shock them about it. We'll go Shock. Give me Agmarigan, I'll take. Give me... Part of me wants to grab Ursoc, but part of me wants to grab Asphyxiodon. And then... Ooh. Do I have any prepare... Or, like, Death Rattles where this would matter? No, but I think this could be cool. Welcome back. Sorry for the ads. They're on autoplay, because that way, when people enter the stream, they don't get instant hit with the ad, and I can't turn them off because I'm monetized on Twitch. And I always forget it they're on. If I don't have them on auto, then I'll never remember to use them. The truth. Okay, give me... I don't know what we... Actually... I'm hoping that this lives. That could be worse. I don't have a mech, but I do have a spell in hand. And then we can prep this down to 0. I mean, it might come up eventually. It would be funny if we could actually complete our own quest too. But, like, we're also in a position where if we get them low enough, we can just slam down the Agmarigan into Medivh and finish them off, and that would be a funny little replay. Or maybe like a short. I mean, funny little replay for a short, right? Because I've been, ever since, I don't think it was you, it might have been someone else who pointed out, like, doing, I mean, that's not a bad idea. Someone was like, yeah, you could do this in Rogue, and I was like, I hadn't even considered Rogue when I uploaded the Druid list. But that seems like a fun idea to do. I really wish I kept the Coinfident pun for this one, though. Because it looks a lot better than what I was doing in the list that I uploaded.
She is unshackled.
Okay, so if this is Thief Priest, then also if we're looking for buffs for Priest or even more buffs, shade to maybe like a battle cry or just, I hate to be this person, for the rest of just reading Death Rattle, the cost of cards copied from your opponent this game costs 1 less would probably fix it. And then it would be a really good resuscitate target too. Maybe that's just me, but that's honestly how I would fix the card. Let's grab Moonwell. They'll probably come up. Grab Fully Embrace. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I don't have any room in this deck to add anything else. Or are you talking about the coin list? Yeah. I just don't have space to make sure she's like... Oh, wait. So it won't trigger for your opponent, but will it still trigger for you if you, like, copy stuff from your opponent? That's what activates it, or no? Or am I, like, misunderstanding what you mean? Because right now, we're kind of tight on space. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I just don't have space in the 20 cards because of, like, what we're trying to do.
Time heals all wounds.
Yeah.
Elune, bring guidance.
Let's just get that online. I guess they could OTK us theoretically too. I'm just going to try to get this out of my hand. We're still going to be burning a card next turn, but that's okay. Because we have the full combo in hand, we just got to survive, basically. Oh, actually, we probably want another... Oh, no, we don't need another one. I was going to say, we probably want another spell, but, like, we can set up everything.
Too many cards.
Because all we got to do is we slam down Tronde. Next turn we do a Tesh. And then the turn after we hit with these 4 or 3 spells. We should be able to OTK, I should say. It's not really... Honestly, how... It's not technically OTK because we're setting it up multiple turns and maybe that's not like the proper name for it. But you get what I'm trying to do. I wish we had in our hand Sanctum right now. Oh, actually, never mind. We slam down Medivh and then we get a test for free. I'm kind of dumb. I mean, they could, again, also OTKS before we can get the OTK off, but we should be okay.
Karazhan's doors are open to all who seek it.
We just gotta hope they don't have the 24 damage.
This is your time. It is mine.
That could be bad.
Karazhan's doors
Maybe not.
are open to
Wait.
all who seek it.
Okay, they randomly discovered. Also, that's another funny little haha deck that you could maybe try to do is use Wings of Eternity to maybe get, like, Zarimi, but, like, it's never going to work how you want it to work. Perfect, we got the replay I wanted. Now that we're through the games, let's discuss my final thoughts of the deck. So, I ended up playing 20 games with this version of the list after the most recent balancing patch, and ended up with a 45% win rate. It is worth mentioning with this video, a lot of these games were before the monthly reset, so the ranks were a little bit iffy, which is one reason why I don't really want to recommend you all trying this out, especially with the balancing patch again coming out tomorrow. Overall, I do think a deck like this has a lot of potential, but it also heavily relies on whatever is floating around in the metagame currently, because as long as other decks are strong and they have very consistent packages, a deck that uses a Thief card that allows you to copy this is going to be pretty strong itself. However, the OTK package did not feel the greatest just because it is a little bit harder to set up given a lot of the current meta game. So overall, can't really recommend you all crafting this. Maybe wait until the balancing patch that comes out tomorrow to see if this looks like something that would be even better. But before we end the video, special thanks to our channel members of Daniel Nascimento and Ruben. If you want to help the channel a little bit more, you can join one of those 3 membership tiers. If you can't afford to do that, there's always leaving a like, commenting, subscribing, using the hype button, turning on notifications. They all help out the channel, or even checking out the Twitch channel. But until next time, bye-bye.